Disney Genie Plus is now history. That's right, history, as Disney unveiled Disney's Lightning Lane Multipass as its replacement. And of course, I was confused, so I did my research, I cracked it down, and now I will no longer get embarrassed at Disney World. But first, let me explain to you what Multipass is. Lightning Lane Multipass is Disney World's newest paid way to skip the standby line for most rides. As part of the new Lightning Lane system that replaced Disney Genie Plus, LLMP, which is just that entire junk of words abbreviated, lets you pre-book up to 3 attractions in a single park per day and choose specific times for each. These pre-book selections allow you to skip the regular standby line and instead enter the lightning lane of the attraction you booked. After using one of your pre-book selections, you could book additional lightning lane multipasses throughout the day, keeping a maximum of 3 active at any time, which I will talk about in a minute. As a bonus, your lightning lane multipass purchase includes unlimited digital downloads of all your ride photos and videos during your day, as well as access to exclusive Disney PhotoPass lenses and My Disney Experience app during your visit. Lightning Lane Multipass is an optional service you are not required to purchase, which I'll also get into in a minute. If purchasing LLMP is not a must-do for you, know that a standby line or virtual queue will be available for all Disney World attractions. Let me make this simple for you. You can only select 3 attractions at a time, but of course it's not always this simple, especially with the new LLMP. So for this example, let's use Magic Kingdom, because I feel like I could get my point straight across with this park easier than the other. I can either pick one attraction from this group, which is what I personally call an A tier rides. The A tier rides are going to be really good rides, even though Peter Pan's in here, which is a little confusing. No disrespect to the Peter Pan fans, but for context, this attraction is always top 3 in wait time annually, and once you pick up your A tier attraction, then you get to pick 2 from the bargain bin, which is also what I like to call it. And every attraction is available in the Lightning Lane Multipass except for the ones that offer Lightning Lane Single Pass, which is what I consider S tier. The attractions that are in S tier are 7 Dwarfs and Tron for the Magic Kingdom example. The rides are separate from the Multipass system. These rides are really good. Back to Multipass though, if for whatever reason you don't want an A tier ride, maybe because the time slots are inconvenient, or maybe you want to be more strategic in the way you weave your trip in Magic Kingdom in general, then you can instead choose 3 attractions from the bargain bin, which could actually be a clever strategy. So you could put Haunted Mansion, Pirates, and Winnie the Pooh, and boom, you got 3 cool rides out of the way. At the end of the day, it depends on personal preference, which seems ideal, and at the end of the day, what seems more reasonable. One of the most beneficial factors that I will say is all of the stress onto planning the day before you enter the park, meaning that once you do lock in the multipass for the day you're shooting for, it makes it much easier to execute your plans and get most out of your day, because the 3 attractions that I mentioned earlier are ones that can range between 30 to 60 minutes, and if it's on the long end, it could range for about 5 to 6 hours to ride all of it if you're including walking each attraction as well. And there's also more positives about it, but if I'm going to be honest, you want to hear some of the negatives, and I'm going to give one. And the one negative thing I'll pick for this topic is a rather basic complaint, but it's the main principle of pay to win. The quote I say a lot behind the scenes is, don't feed the mouse has had enough. When you pay hundreds of dollars to get to this park after putting so much money into your vacation only to be pushed and pressured to spend more money to ride attractions in a timely manner, it's always going to be a sensitive topic, and rightfully so. But comment down below what you think about the whole discussion. Before I go, let me clear up a few confusing holes in this if you have missed something or just need a little more straightening. You can book up to 3 attractions, so when you ride an attraction, go back to the app and see if you can squeeze in another attraction. This strategy works much better earlier in the day because at a certain point, the time slots are going to be thinner, and at a certain point, the time slots are going to be over. So definitely keep checking your app and try to get the most out of it. You are allowed to buy the pass the day of or weeks in advance. It's very flexible, and that is something that is new about the system. You can plan your day literally weeks before you step foot into the park. And no, it's not refundable. It's Disney. What do you expect? Thank you for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, then please comment and like, and most importantly, subscribe. We are growing our community each sub at a time, and my goal is still 100k. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.